Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another episode of Conqueror's Blade. So today I wanted to be having a bit of an overview of the Glaive class, what I think about it, what some of the skill setups I run are, what my attribute build is, etc, etc, and we'll kind of hop into a battle and then see what it's like. So let's talk first about the skills and kind of the options you have in how you want to build this class. So let's head over to our character skill page. So largely when I first started this game, I was playing the longsword and shield, which is where the bulk of my points are. I've only relatively recently changed over to the glaive because I was starting to get a few of the skill pages, and because I've played it a lot during the closed beta and I used to really enjoy it, and it seems to be performing particularly well in the current game setup. I thought it was kind of one of those classes I really needed to get into and try, and so here we are. So I've been running with all attack strength, so let's just break down the various skills and what they are. Arc of Steel obviously is your basic starting attack ability. It's really just a spinning attack. As you can see from the image, you spin around, 58% of your base slashing plus a bit of slashing damage, and it makes you immune to stun while you're using it, so it's kind of a handy one. Although bear in mind there are multiple different types of stun. It doesn't make you immune to knockbacks and knockdowns and things like that. So you're more resistant to stun, but you're not completely stun immune as such. So this is one of the ones I run because I like it. It just has a massive area effect. The damage isn't huge. It's nothing crazy or anything, but that area of effect means that you can just damage large numbers of enemy troops quite quickly. It has a relatively shortish cooldown. Is it 20 seconds? So it's not too bad, and it makes just for a nice compatibility. Then beneath that we have Breakproof Shields. Actually one of my favourite abilities, and all because of that little butt that you see there. As you go in with the end of your weapon, 375% of your base blunt damage plus an enemy, plus 1200 points of block. It actually is a really effective hit. That rear jub with the end of your glaive is really quite good. It took off a good chunk, it's like 10% of the enemy's health normally. It's really nice for finishing people off, and I find it to be really quite accurate, quite easy to apply that damage. So for me, this is one of my favourite abilities. Plus, of course, as it says on the tin, it breaks the blocks of enemies quite effectively as well, so that's always quite nice. I haven't personally unlocked the charge, but from what I've heard and seen, it's probably the worst of all the charges in classes. So I'm not particularly a fan of that. I was tempted to swap that in, maybe for Arc of Steel, but for now, I think I'd rather stay with Arc of Steel. Moving on down, I've only recently discovered Warlord's Greeting, and it's really nice. Before I was running with the Heat of Battle right at the start, and then decided that really it's not worth it, and I've been running Warlord's Greeting. I've got a little few more points to actually get the knockdown, but then you're going to get a knockdown for a second, which is going to be really nice. That CC is going to be great, so I'm really looking forward to getting the fully upgraded Warlord's Greeting, because I think that's going to be one of the better abilities that this class gets. Then we get Gods of Battle. It's basically increasing your attack power of yourself and your allies. But from what I've heard, it doesn't do the 45% it says on the tin. It's much more like 10% or 15%, so it's not really that great. And the effect only lasts for 6 seconds. It's such a short period of time. Particularly by the time the animation's ended, you've lost a second. It doesn't really seem worth it to me. Some people seem to love it, which I get, but the extremely short duration doesn't make it work. If that was 12 seconds... I'll be in for it, but it's not. So for me, not worth it. Then finally, Heat of Battle makes you immune to stun and brings you to your feet. Nice ability, but, as I mentioned before, it's immune to stun. It's not immune to knockdown. So, for example, if you were facing off another glaive, you put Heat of Battle on, and then they hit you with a Warlord's Greeting, you would still get knocked out, because it's not immune to stun. It's immune to it is immune to stun, but it's not immune to knockdown, because there's all these different types of stun. So it's a bit of a niche thing, in my opinion. It has its moments. It does last for a good time, and it does make you harder to get intercepted. But for me, it's not worth it. I'd rather have all the extra attack abilities. Then we come on, obviously, to the ultimate skills. We have the choice between Flying Reaper and Hail of Blades. In the end, I went for Hail of Blades. Mostly because it just does an intense amount of damage in quite a short period. Walking forwards, doing just massive amounts of slashing, as you can kind of see in the video. The biggest problem it seems to have is that it's relatively easy for it to get intercepted. If you get hit by an enemy ability as you activate this, then of course you get knocked back, you get stunned, and the ability cancels. So maybe this is one that would perhaps work a little bit better with Heat of Battle in conjunction. Just activate the Heat of Battle just before, then going with your Hail of Blades may work. The other option, of course, was the Flying Reaper, which seems to be quite powerful, does a lot of damage, but a few things put me off. One is coming from your blunt damage, which is where I'm a full strength build, so all my strength is in slashing. That doesn't really work quite so well. It's also quite a small AoE. It's just hitting more a little targeted area. It's going to be quite hard to aim in this sort of heat of battle. So for me, the Hail of Blades, that massive AoE slashing, you can see how far it reaches out, just slaughters enemy units, and that's kind of what makes it really quite awesome for me. So anyway, that's kind of the skill setup. Just to briefly show you, I'm running actually slightly higher, but full strength loadout. I get an extra 6 points with my Glaive, if you're confused as to why I'm not 89 points on strength. But all my points in strength, I've just gone for full damage. I'm hard hitting with no survivability. That's what it's all about. So yeah, that's kind of what I've gone for. But anyway, let's hop into a battle now, see if we can maybe demonstrate a few of these abilities, see if we can cut down as many troops. So we've loaded into battle with our Glaive. And some prefetch pikemen as well. It's always nice to have along. Which way are we going to go? I don't know if I want to go to B straight away. I might go to C. That would be a bit of a bold move, wouldn't it? Let's head down there, possibly. I've ran into a wall. I always do that on this map. I'm such a noob. So they're capping B. We've got a few people coming down here. Yeah, we can take a couple, can't we? Be confident. We've got an ally coming with us. They're capturing C. Oh! Cliff, the bridge ends there. What have they got with them in terms of units? Shame those pikemen are going around that way because I would. Let's go for the charge. Try and break a good jump of these units. Oh, they got a he ran into my charge. What a noob. Okay, so we're going in with some of our abilities, some of our main combat abilities. Try and go for this dual blades. Oh, we got taken down by a charge by the enemy units. That's not a good start to this game. Got a few kills, but we pretty well got slaughtered there. That was not such good. We got a bit too far forward. Some of the enemy charge got me mostly there, I think. What we're going to go for, let's bring out the muskets and try and support B perhaps then. There's probably going to be quite a few enemy pushing across from point C now, across that bridge, which is going to make things difficult. Well, these guys to form up and see what we can think about doing in terms of defending here. These guys to form up. Got quite a few allies here now, so we should be okay. Are they in firing range there? Maybe a little. It's getting a little bit close there, but we'll risk it. So yes, that's obviously my Arc of Steel ability, which is quite nice just for that area damage that I was talking about. Going for our main ability. There we go. The damage when we use our Hail of Blades is really quite intense. Because it just cuts out so much damage. You know, you saw that 280% slashing plus 5,000 base slashing damage in really quite a short period of time. When you catch an enemy with that and you don't get interrupted, that's when your damage goes through the roof. It's really nice. So let's head back over this way. Looks like we've defeated that enemy sort of incursion from point C, but it looks like they're pushing quite hard at point B now. It's a bit of a hard one to defend him. There's just woodcutters everywhere. We've gone way too far forwards. Pull back. Gone by at times a little bit of time. Oh, we're getting too deep here. Friendly troops, friendly archers. Kind of badly timed, but also kind of perfectly timed. Pull back our muskets there because they're going to get overwhelmed otherwise. Oh no, we're not, because we've got a friendly unit of pikemen turned up. Which is good. The enemy here is obviously dead, so those woodcutters are going to wrap. Get some kills as they fall back. Clear through these militia here. Go for the shield bash. There we go, as I say. That 5-10% damage that it does is perfect for finishing people off in just a quick move. And it's on a really short cooldown as well, which is what makes it nice for me, because it responds really quickly. So let's bring... maybe... I don't know if we'll be able to hit their archers from here if we get into position. Probably out of range, I suspect. Oh, not quite. Get a few hits on there. A few targeted hits. Not particularly accurate. We're a little bit at the extremities of our range here, I fear. Carry on. Keep shooting away. So, we've lost point A, which is not what we want. Let's have a back over this way then. Hello, Esteloth. Won't reply in chat, but you'll see the video, hopefully. Unless this battle goes truly horribly, in which case you won't see this video. But so far, we're not doing too badly. Looks like we're recapturing a enemy longsword and shield hero has turned up. His stamina back on our horse before we chase him down. How much health has he got? Oh, not a lot. Feels mean, doesn't it? I wasn't even particularly very accurate with my horse there either. But still, it did the job. So we captured point A, but we just briefly then lost C at the same time. But obviously C is always going to be harder for us to take. But there's a lot of stuff pushing over here. That B on the other side. Oh, we're still firing over there. You can stop shooting in that direction now, guys. Cease fire, cease fire. Let's just nudge forward here so they can shoot across down here, hopefully. They can. Nice job, guys. Oh, vulnerable. No, not worth it. That's one problem I keep doing wrong is I see like a low health person and think, ah, yes, a kill. Charge, you know, and really throw my life away trying to finish someone off. Sometimes it's just not possible to get to them. You just have to accept that. Got a bit deep here. Got a lot of damage, I'm stuck. Ah, damn, I got caught on an enemy infantryman and enemy pikeman. But you saw it against that dual blades. We didn't even hit all our hail of blade strikes, but we really took a lot of their health down very, very, very quickly. I think it's just something that needs a bit of perfecting, but once I think we're going to get the hang of it, I think it's going to be a really nice ability. But 5 hero kills. So yeah, so it's not this class. It's not just a unit killer, although that's really what it does best because its AoE is so large. But because it's got that high damage potential, it does make it a bit of a hero killer, in my opinion. Well, I mean, 5 hero kills, not doing so badly, are we? So let's see if we can hang on to point B here. Looking on the map, most of them are pushing around on this flank. Anyone up at... Here's an enemy up at A, maybe we should... Oh! Okay. Hadn't expected that. Oh my god, for charge! Back off, back off, back off! Oh, I lost so much health, lost so much health. I'm not going to get out of there. I'm going to get knocked down by an arrow. If I come out of this alive, it'll be a miracle. Amazing, we are actually alive. We are losing A, and we lost the bulk of our prefecture guards there, which is really unfortunate. Why am I not healing? Let's see if we're going to hold off on that hilltop. We should kill that glaive hero there, hopefully in a second. Good guys. Yeah, you've got to watch out. Those prefecture pikes, their charge is so brutal even from a standstill. Makes it bad, hard to deal with. So we're still holding point B. Looks like we've got this battle in the bag, you would think. But don't want to get too confident too early. Look at the amount of kills you can get with Arc of Steel. This is why I say when it's a unit killer primarily. We just wiped that unit out. Because the damage potential is just great. Hero's gone down there. We get a bit aggressive here, possibly, against this dual blades. Got no support, so it's probably a bad idea. Probably a bad idea. Got so many muskets on that hilltop now. My horse. So let's think about going to maybe getting point A back, see if we can re-secure that, because it should be relatively lightly defended or not defended at all. Be able to take it. Looks like it's completely undefended. Be an easy cap them. Have a little bit of a heal while I'm here. Oh, thank you for the AoE heal from the longsword, much appreciated. So losing B. Charging around from one place to another. Could also possibly think about visiting the resupply point and getting a fresh lot of units. That would probably be a good move, but let's just see if... Yeah. Ooh, some... Demon with their back turned to me. They went down relatively easy. Oh, I missed my main ability. Oh, we got a bit of AoE damage in there though, so it wasn't all to waste. For Warlord's greeting. And that's, I mean, because I have now so many combat abilities on, it really enables me to cycle them on the cooldown pretty effectively, because it's almost like there's always something coming off cooldown. You'll do, mate. He just got far too caught up. Oh, gonna get hit by a charge here. Run away. Okay, let's back off a little bit and try and get back up this hill. We're holding point A and B again, so we're starting to tick down their war score again. That's pretty good. Get back on a horse, see what we can do. It'd be nice to get 7 hero kills, because that would give us the achievement. But it's not going to happen, I don't think, with 30 points left to go. Unless this guy's on, like, a minuscule drop of health. Which he's not. Oh! Did we get the kill? We might have done. Oh, we've got a vault. Don't care about the vault. I want to see if I actually got the kill or not. Hero kills. It did! We got the 7. Nice. That's what we wanted. That was a very last-minute kill. Okay, so anyway, that gives you a bit of an idea of what the Glaive like as a weapon. It's a real killing weapon. It's really nice for taking down large numbers of enemy troops. And as I say, yeah, it's pretty good as a hero killer as well, just because it has that damage potential. It doesn't have the CC control in the, say, something like a short sword does or spear does. But that damage potential means that, you know, it still takes enemies down pretty quickly. And when you start landing, you know, loads of hits on them in very quick succession, they naturally get stunned anyway. So to some extent, it does have a control element to it, just not quite in the intended way of through abilities like something like the short sword. So yeah, for me, it's a really nice class. A really high damaging class that's got a lot of potential. Go check the Glaive out. Well worth it. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel for lots more Conqueror's Blade content, and I shall see you all on the next video.